June, how'd you rest last night?
I rested well.
You did well?
Yeah, spring is here, Smitty. Spring is here.
Girl, we got stuff blooming. You
And the
hear me?
pollen seems to be gone. Hopefully, I haven't spoken too soon.
that was crazy pollen.
That was
Crazy pollen.
cray.
And it took a lot of rain to get rid of it.
It
you
did.
know? But now, June, we got some stuff blooming in the yard. I can't wait to take some time later today just to kind of go outside and see what's what. Yeah,
Thank you, Jesus, for the rain.
Thank you, Jesus, the good Lord.
That's right.
But we are out there, June. It looks like we're getting out there. Morning, yo, family. I trust everybody is up. June and I, we'd like to be the first to welcome you to April 16th.
Welcome.
260 days. June, tomorrow will be 259 days.
Ooh.
Isn't it amazing how we're so interested in getting to tomorrow that we kind of discount today, even before the day even has an opportunity to get rolling.
We do.
But June.
Because tomorrow's payday for some people.
It's Thursday's payday?
You see, I'm thinking it's Friday.
No.
Some people get paid on Thursday.
I used to get paid on Thursday. Yeah, every Thursday was payday.
I actually used to get paid every week on a Wednesday.
On a Wednesday? Yeah. But family, now we're real estate agents.
Yeah, that's why we
talk
have
about.
to.
You don't want to get into it.
We just need to please get paid. Not when, but just
whenever
please.
you can, sir,
Pay us,
please.
please.
Help a brother out.
Baby, please.
Too much.
I know.
It's the truth, though.
I know. Sorry, y'all.
It's the truth, but April the 16th, family. As we're up, we're grinding away, we're getting started, we're geared up for our crazy faith-filled day. I'd like to welcome you to a Grits and Grants Crazy Faith. June and I, we be cray-cray. Mm-hmm. Each and every day, we be cray-cray.
Oh, y'all see our videos? That was so embarrassing. Look.
Every journey starts with a step.
Before y'all start blasting me, okay? I am not really good at Facebook or taking videos and stuff, so I apologize. I sigh.
Every journey starts with a single step.
That's right. People are like, what is she doing?
You know what? And as we do it more, we'll get better at it. June, I remember we first started doing our Crazy Faith, Grits and Grants. Of course, it was only 15 minutes then. That was a lie.
I know, my sister texted me, was like, you got a cracker under your chair in your car. Like, you weren't supposed to see that, okay?
So it's just the beginning, family. You know what? And as June and I start this new venture of doing more videos, y'all gonna see some cray-cray stuff.
Yes.
I'm just gonna put it out there, and I'm not
But
ashamed
you know
of it.
what? We for real realtors.
We're what?
We're for real realtors.
Yes, we are, family. We're gonna keep it real. And and follow us, family. We get to show you us starting something new, something different.
Yes.
And there's going to be some ugly points. Okay, there's going to be some stuff that
we ain't going to sugarcoat it.
that we just going to get wrong. But every grind is that way.
Life ain't always sweet.
It ain't. Every grind has a little sourness to it, family. Every grind has a starting point.
Well.
And the more we do it, the better we get at it.
That's right.
All right. And then we get really, really good at it. What do? We move on to something else.
That's right.
And something else and something else. See, that's the crazy faith part. That I can do this and more.
Yeah.
I have a commitment to myself. I have a promise to myself that I can do this and that.
And you know what? That actually brings us into the word of today.
Yeah. What is the word of the day, June?
Covenant.
Yeah, covenants. What is a covenant to you, June?
It's a promise that you make.
Yeah.
To something or someone.
Yeah. And since we always like to invoke real estate terms, that's a very common term in real estate when you purchase a home that's in a homeowners association that we shorten to an HOA.
Yeah.
HOA has community covenants. These are legally binding, and that's the key there, family, legally binding.
Contractual.
Agreement. Yeah.
With you and your community that you are going to uphold the rules of the covenant.
And a lot of folks don't understand that with a covenant, we focus on the things that we can do, but most times you run afoul with a community covenant with the things that you cannot do.
Like Smitty and his family with his 20 truck.
That is a community covenant for sure.
Leaking oil
cannot
over the driveway.
You cannot change your transmission in your driveway.
No.
But it's my driveway, June.
I don't care.
It's my driveway. You sound like me now.
Exactly.
I don't care. Family, it's my driveway. It's my truck. It's
but
my
I'm your
transmission.
neighbor, and I don't want to see that.
I don't understand.
I don't want to see that.
I'm confused. That ain't right, man. This is my house, June. I'm paying for this.
All your stuff got to match. Your shed cannot be red.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
And your house
yeah,
white.
exactly.
No. With a purple door.
First of all, you got to get permission to add a shed.
Yep.
And then the shed has to match the exact same color of your home, including the shutters on the shed. June's absolutely right. Those are community covenants, community rules, guidance that are there to help protect all of our investments.
And those gnomes, those 150 gnomes that you think are so pretty in your yard.
You stepping on some toes now. You better stop.
That freaks me out.
The opinions expressed here are not necessarily those of Smitty Smith Incorporated.
No, I don't care. No. Get rid of the gnomes, okay? Seriously. You know who you are.
You know the guilty party.
Yes.
But again, family, these are community covenants, all right? And rules and regulations that we agree to up front.
What was it? Snow White and the seven
dwarfs.
Gnomes?
We
don't say dwarfs
you don't
anymore.
Say, well,
it's not politically correct.
Y'all call them gnomes in England?
Yes.
Okay.
Gnomes.
Doesn't have the same ring to it, you know. But family, these are rules, covenants that we agree to, and when you run afoul of these, you can actually be sued. There was a story a few years ago, June, and this comes around every couple of years, where a neighbor wants to put up a flagpole. Yes. And they want to fly the American flag. Now you would think, well, it's the American flag, so that should be fine. It's not the Dixie flag. This is an American flag.
I'm not good with that.
I'm in the service. I salute the flag every day.
Yep.
I am a dedicated American. The flag is part of my heritage.
Yep.
I should be able to fly it. Well, guess what? You can't. And one neighbor put up a flagpole. It was actually taken to court, June. Yeah. Because he installed a flagpole. The community covenant says you cannot install flagpoles.
But you could have a flagpole with like Happy Easter or whatever hanging from your
Yeah. But you cannot you cannot have a flagpole anything greater than so many feet tall, or you can't build any structures in your yard.
I have a problem with that.
Well, I mean, but that's a community covenant. That's an agreement. That's agreed upon. Like you said, I can change my transmission. Can you imagine Smitty Smith changing oil more or less the transmission?
No, not really.
All I change in the car is my mind as to which way I'm going to drive.
But some of them are super strict.
Yes. Oh, my God.
You can't have so many trees in your yard. Your shed's got to be a certain color. You can only have one shed.
So,
now, hold on. I like, Smitty and I like tools.
Yeah.
So we may need more than one shed.
We just do. June, how about my favorite community covenant? I need your permission to cut down a tree on my property. Or what really blows me away is I need your permission to plant a tree on my property.
Oh, the big one though, Smitty. The fence. The fence.
Oh my God. Yeah, I need permission from the community to install a fence, and my fence has to meet certain architectural points.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Height,
color, width, style. Family, these are all community covenants. But June, you know what, June? I kind of like covenants. I kind of like HOAs in a sense because it protects all of our property values. It protects all of what is that your phone or my phone?
Yes, it is.
That kind of protects the people see it as protecting the community, the flavor or the sense of community.
Yeah.
But sometimes the covenant can actually destroy the sense of a community.
It can.
But June, since we're keeping it for real, I feel that I have some covenants as it relates to me and people around me.
Oh, you should.
And some of those covenants are you have to be a positive person.
Okay.
Our agreement is, my agreement with myself is I'm going to hang around you. But again, notice this is my agreement. This is my covenant with myself. Meaning I'm the only one that has to agree to this, disagree, or adhere to it. Is that if we're going to be friends, then I have to see you as a positive-minded person.
And you know what? We have Gwen Murphy Johnson joining us.
Yeah,
she is. I think that she is one of the people that has the biggest covenant of all.
What's that?
The same thing. You have to be a positive person. You have to be a nice person to be around Gwen Murphy Johnson.
Yeah. Again, but unlike everything else, these are just things that I agree to. Another covenant for me, June, is that, if you want to be my client, then you have to be honest with me. I can't help you.
Yes.
I can't help you take advantage of grants and down payment assistance if you're not honest with me.
Yeah.
No, because I'm here to help you, family. If I ask you your credit score, don't tell me around and about when you know that ain't the truth. Go ahead and put it, if your credit score is 5.
We're going to find out soon enough anyway, people.
Family, these are there's my personal covenants, and then I have business covenants. Again, requirements that people have to meet in order for me to work with them.
And I think we should all really have a covenant.
Absolutely, we should.
And the biggest covenant should be the ones that we have ourselves.
Yes,
with
exactly.
ourselves. Standards that we refuse
Absolutely.
to go below.
Perfect. Yeah. And the other people don't even have to agree to it. These are covenants within myself. Yes. I really want to stress that.
Standards.
These are June Smith covenants that only June Smith agrees to. This is the community of June Smith, the subdivision of June Smith.
Oh, I like that.
Okay, so June Smith has subdivided herself from everybody else and everything else.
That's right.
All right, so if you want to live in her community...
Invitation only.
Talking about DC, baby.
That's
Invitation only. This ain't no Highland...
free passes here.
This ain't no Highland Park where anybody can move in.
Better come correct.
So June created the community of June Smith. And June's community is made up of people, places, and things.
That I like.
And within that June Smith subdivision, there are community covenants, community rules, community governance.
Oh, God, I love this. Keep going.
That must be met.
Yes.
What are some of the community covenants that have to be met in the subdivision of June Smith?
No spitting.
No spitting.
I know it sounds silly.
I did not expect you to go there. I did not expect you to go there.
I know it sounds silly, but I cannot stand to see a person spit. Grosses me out completely.
So again,
no spitting. Nope.
So if somebody breaks a community covenant, they can be sued.
Yeah.
Now, this is the trip part, family. Not only can you be sued to take away what you installed, but then you also have to pay the attorney fees for the association that sued you.
Yep.
All right, family. So
I'll see you for spitting in my community. Don't do it.
I install a 15-foot flagpole, and I proudly have attach a flag to it.
I'm good with that.
You're good with that, but is the community association good with that? No.
Well, it's my community, so yes.
The community.
You can salute the flag, have it as high as you want. I'm good.
Well, in the subdivision we live in, you cannot install a flagpole.
Yeah.
Well, you can install it, but they're going to require you to take it down.
But the thing is, a lot of people don't read that.
That's exactly my point, June. We don't read the community covenants.
But it's pages. It's a lot.
It is a lot. But you know what, June? I am a lot. You are a lot, June Smith. Okay, we are all a lot. I don't know
if I like that tone.
we're all a lot. So we don't read our own covenants, June.
Yeah, that's
More
true.
or less our community covenants where we're going to live.
But we're so quick to complain about it.
It's absolutely...
They doing too much.
Absolutely, positively. You know what? Mike, we're not giving relationship advice.
No.
But we might be talking about relationships.
That too.
But we're not giving relationship advice. Good morning, Miss Cynthia White. How are you doing today? We're talking about covenants this morning. It's a real estate term, Cynthia, that deals with homeowners association, the rules, governance that you must abide by. All right? And if you run afoul of that, then you can be sued. And June gave the example of a Smitty Smith change in transmission in the driveway.
Yes.
Common one is a flagpole.
Numerous
How about this
cars.
one, June? Political signs.
Oh, yeah.
Our HOA says you cannot have political signs in your yard. And it actually overrides any local town or government or city.
Yeah.
Our community covenants take precedence many times over other bigger laws.
And when you buy a house that's in a HOA, you will get that HOA package.
Yes, you will. Read it, family.
Usually you have about 3 days to review all of those pages.
Read it, family.
To see exactly what the rules and regulations are. And a lot of people don't do it.
No. Again, we don't read the community covenants, and we don't even create our own personal covenants.
Which is a good idea.
June, do you think Cynthia should have her personal covenants?
I think everyone should.
What about Gwen Murphy Johnson? Should she have her own personal covenants?
I think she already has one.
And again, these are rules to live in the world of June Smith.
Don't just show up at Miss Murphy's house and announce.
That's you. You know that's you, June.
It is. I already put it on Gwen.
All right, in Smitty Smith subdivision, in the subdivision of
Lord.
Smitty Smith, all are welcome all the time. Come on by, cop a squat.
Wow.
Let's chat. Let's gossip. Hey, spill the tea.
Wow.
You know, that's the subdivision of Smitty Smith. But you know what you're not allowed to do in the subdivision of Smitty Smith? You're not allowed to be negative. You're not allowed to complain all the time. You're not allowed to be depressed or depressing all of the time.
But you know, it's funny because we have two different covenants, even though we're together. But some people, in real life, though, some people do complain that some people are allowed to do some things and others aren't.
We call that life, man.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You know? So, again, community covenant, rules that we agree to govern ourselves by. Personal covenants, things that we should agree to live by. I can make a promise to myself, an agreement to myself that I am going to finish college.
Okay.
That I'm going to finish trade school. We say it all the time.
Yeah.
There's some plumbers out there pulling down $150,000, $160,000 a year. So don't focus just on college, family. There's college, there's trade school, there's journeyman, there's apprenticeship, there's Smitty trying to learn how to say apprenticeship. But family, these are promises, these are guidelines, guardrails that I must follow in my life in order to be happy.
And I love Gwen Murphy Johnson when she says, I most promise you.
Yeah.
Because she is absolutely
there you go.
dead serious.
Dead
that she's promising you that she's going to do something and get something done. And I think that we should all have that covenant with ourselves.
Yes.
To promise ourselves, you know what, I'm going to achieve this.
Yes.
I'm going to get it done.
Yes, exactly. I am the type of person to where I am okay challenging myself. You know, June, the biggest competition is me competing against myself. That's always the biggest competition.
Yeah.
You know, I may win the race, I may beat others, but I want to focus on beating myself.
Yeah.
Meeting my goals or even exceeding my goals. That could be a personal covenant, a personal promise to myself is to be the best me that I can be. That's our covenant for this year, June.
Yeah.
To be the better us, the stronger us.
But not only that, the other covenant is that, and Gwen's in on that too, is to be the best realtors that we could be.
Yeah, yeah.
To do the best for our clients each and every single time.
Despite our clients. Despite our clients getting in our way, family. That is our mission. That is our goal. And family, when we are living up to our own personal covenants, that's when we're the happiest.
Oh, yeah, it feels good.
Yeah, that's when we feel the most fulfilled. When I have a standard set for myself, I have a community standard, a community of one, but man, I am blowing past, I am exceeding those standards. I feel great about the subdivision of Smitty Smith.
Yep.
You know, and that's a great reason to wake up, June.
It is.
That's a great reason to go to bed.
So, guys, set a covenant for yourselves.
Yes. A promise to yourself.
Yeah.
Because a covenant is a promise. In real estate, it's a legally binding promise. But why should it be any different for me, June? Why should it be any different for you?
It shouldn't be, because you're important.
I am.
So, Smitty, if you had to set a covenant for yourself, what would be the rule? I mean, you don't have to say what it is, but I guess if you broke it, how would you punish yourself?
By eating Brussels sprouts. I can't take myself to court.
No, you can't.
But I could damn sure eat a Brussels sprout and not be happy about it, family.
Yeah. And I think that's the key, because we make promises to ourselves, and it's so easy to break without any type of ramification.
There you go, June.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, Tamisha McRae, how you doing this morning, sister? We're talking about covenants as it relates to homeowners associations or HOAs.
Hey, Nisi, how you doing?
Rules that we agree to live by and the consequences when we break them.
Yeah.
But June and I, we're taking this thing personally. You know, we're being for real. We got that crazy faith, family.
That's right.
We are setting standard. That's right. Brussels sprouts to me. Please tell me you don't like Brussels sprouts.
They're good.
Nobody should like Brussels sprouts.
Bro,
Brussels sprouts.
I never used to like them, but you wrap them with something else, they are good.
Brussels sprouts would be a universal punishment in the subdivision of Smitty Smith, okay? There would be a community covenant that no Brussels sprouts shall ever be brought forth in the subdivision of Smitty Smith.
For me, Tamisha, it's no spitting. I can't. And I know I'm just going to see that all day today because I said I don't like it. but it just grosses me completely out to see someone spit.
All day long, we're driving on the road, June. You're gonna see spiders and people spitting. Look
Yeah,
like
I hate
Tamisha put a
spiders.
comment in there, June.
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, it says, "Hey y'all," and okay, this is good conversation. Crazy Faith sidebar. Brussels sprouts. Thank you, my sister. We are in absolute perfect agreement. You are invited to participate in the subdivision of Smitty Smith. You got Dante Green out there. Says
haven't
Chloe
seen it yet.
cooks a great Brussels sprouts dish.
See,
See,
this is a thing.
See, he's breaking the rules.
Tamisha has to taste a Brussels sprouts.
You're breaking the rules.
very well.
Dante
she'll
is
like
running afoul of the Homeowners Association rules
Not at all.
in the subdivision of Smitty Smith. All right? It's clearly, we've agreed up front that no one should like Brussels sprouts that lives in the subdivision. It's a personal covenant to myself. You know what? And if you break the rule and you eat Brussels sprouts, then you got to follow up with liver.
So what do
Okay?
you think Dante's covenant would be? I think don't walk on the grass.
No, Dante's kind of a don't park in my driveway, don't block my driveway kind of guy.
Oh no,
You know.
no wasps.
Oh,
No wasps
no
or
wasps
bees.
allowed.
It's like no fly zone for wasps or bees. That is what it
Yeah,
would be.
Dante, that's his. In the subdivision of Dante
That's
Green,
right.
there shall be no wasp.
Yeah.
You know? So
But
again,
in all seriousness, I mean, we laugh about it, but I think that we really, really should seriously have a covenant for
We do.
ourselves.
We
have
just do.
a standard.
a promise.
Yes.
A promise to myself, because June, who is the most important person in the whole entire world?
Without a doubt, it's me.
Smitty Smith.
Yes, me.
Yeah, Smitty Smith.
Absolutely correct, me.
Smitty Smith.
Yeah. I
Surely
totally
it's
agree.
not
myself.
But can we agree it's not Cynthia White?
I agree 100%.
Can we agree it's not Dante Green?
Oh gosh, no.
Can we agree it's not Tamisha McCrae?
No.
Can we agree that the most important
Love
person
you,
in the world,
Tanisha, but no.
but the most important person in the world is who?
It's me.
No, it's gotta be me. Cynthia, who is the most important person in the world? Tamisha, help June out because she ain't getting it right today. Dante
sure am.
Green, help her sister understand. Okay, and we got a comment from Tamisha. This is off the subject. I added another $5 to my challenge. I named my second $5 bill Strength.
Oh, go
now,
ahead.
man, June, is
What
that
in the
not?
world?
Is that not? That is not off the subject. That is the subject, Tamisha.
Yes.
Making a promise to yourself and being big enough and brave enough to put it in writing.
But I
she-
had to give her a little bit of side eye because now she's stepping up.
She making all of us have to go
Yeah.
up.
I gotta go search for another $5 in your pocket.
God damn! Now I need more money. You know, and Dante said, "Yup." And no cowboy fans. Dante, see, you can live in the community of Smitty Smith because you know ain't no Dallas Cowboy fans ever gonna be welcome there. But again, promise to myself.
Yeah.
Promise setting a standard for myself that I will ensure is met. See, family, I'm setting a standard. I'm the sheriff. I'm in charge. I'm the y'all know the acronym I want to use. Can I say it?
No.
Can I say it? Can I say it?
No.
Dante Green, HNWIC.
No, he
Y'all
did
kn-
not.
I did.
Lord.
I did, family. I
Wow.
said it. I don't care. Hey, in my subdivision, I can say HNWIC, and I mean it, because that's the standard I set for myself.
But you want to know something? I just thought of this. I'm gonna get another $5 bill and I'm gonna name it Strength.
I'm gonna get me another $5 bill. I'm gonna name it Strength June. I just thought of that, June.
I thought mine
I thought of
too.
that. Isn't that a great
Such
idea?
A good idea.
You know, family. But again, family, it's all about me. It's all about you.
Yeah.
It's all about you setting the standard for your life. It's all about you setting a standard for people that's going to be a part of your life. Sometimes we can control who participates in the land of me, and sometimes I can't. But when I can, I shall. I'm going to say that again. When I can, I shall.
Yeah.
I shall be big enough. I shall be brave enough. I shall be man enough. I shall be woman enough to control what I should be controlling. And it starts off with controlling me.
Yes.
All right? So I'm going to make some promises to myself that I am going to continue to further my education. I am going to continue to further my experiences. I am going to continue to further my crazy faith. I am going to continue to further my grind. I'm not going to stop. I'm just not going to stop, June.
I don't think you should.
I
As
don't
long
think
as
I
you're
should.
living and breathing, you
As
should
long
never
as-
stop
as long
improving
as,
yourself
family, as long
and
as.
bettering yourself.
Absolutely,
Every
Cynthia.
day, every minute of every day.
Every minute, every day, because every minute, every day is a blessing that is not promised to us.
And it counts.
Okay, every day, today matters, family. What are you going to do? What covenant are you going to keep for yourself today? What promise have you made yourself that you're going to keep and maintain today all the way through till tomorrow? And when tomorrow gets here, what do? We wake up and we rename that covenant again. It's okay to look in the mirror and remind yourself what's most important.
Yeah.
What's most important when I look in the mirror? Me. Oh, June, you got to get this right.
Oh
You
my
got to get
gosh.
this right. You got to get this
We've been
right.
doing this for a long time and you still don't have it right. I don't understand.
When Cynthia White looks in the mirror, she should say, Smitty, most important person in the world. No,
It's
she
June.
better not. She better not say June. She better not say Smitty. There's only one correct answer. What is that correct answer, June?
Me.
Me. Dante Green looks in the mirror. What does he say? Me. Me, myself, and I.
Chloe Green looks in the mirror and says,
Me. That's what she says. She says, damn, I'm good looking too. But, but you know, June,
and
seriously.
Logan looks in the mirror.
He said,
Looks
feed
at
me.
his dad.
you know what he said. You
He
know
looks
the rest.
I know, right? Looks at his dad and says, yeah, we
Yeah,
know.
get to work, buddy.
That's right.
Get in there, man. You know your job. Tanisha says, I really enjoy staring in the mirror and saying, yes, girl, yes.
Yes.
See, people don't understand the power of self-covenants.
Yeah.
Self-promise, self-rule, self-determination. You know, self-celebrating. How about that, June?
Yeah.
Self-celebrating.
Of course.
My community covenant is that I am going to celebrate myself.
The most richest individuals in the world, and I'm not just talking about financial, but rich spiritually, are the individuals with self-confidence.
Yes. Oh my God. Oh my God. So important. So important. And you know what makes up self-confidence? Crazy faith.
Yes.
All right. Hey, Tomorrow Kill, good morning to your sister. You know, and Dante says fries. That's what Logan's all about, French fries now. French fries and pizza. Man, those are the two major food groups in the
Because,
subdivision of
You know,
Smitty
one of the
Smith.
things, these individuals that are just with self-confidence, they recognize instantly negativity in people.
Yep.
And they don't entertain it. They switch it off. They walk away.
We got a comment from Tamisha. This is really good. No one can root for you better than yourself.
Yes.
We say that all the time, dude. How many times have we said that? I am my biggest cheerleader.
Yes. Or
I
you
am,
should
family.
be.
Give me an S. Give me an M. Give me an I. See, nobody else joined in, so I'm
I was over there like, okay,
I was doing my damn self.
can he spell his name? Why is he going so slow?
T-T-Y.
Thank
Hey,
you.
what do you got? You got Schmitty Schmidt. Yes, family. June, can you imagine standing on your front lawn and doing a cheer for yourself every day?
I can.
Oh my God, how powerful would that be? How powerful would it be to exclaim your self-covenants to yourself every day in public?
And to be honest, it took me a while to get that. You know what I mean? And I think it takes a lot of people to
Yeah.
get to that point where it doesn't matter what other people say.
It just don't matter.
No, it's about me.
It's about Smitty Smith. Janet says, make sure you spell it right.
Exactly.
So again, family, now I'm
SM,
going to put my
okay.
pom-poms. I'm going to be shaking my butt saying, go, Smitty, go.
Yes.
What's wrong with that, family?
Nothing.
There's nothing wrong with me cheering myself on. And you know what, June? This is the amazing thing. In the subdivision of Smitty Smith, where there are community covenants and self-covenants, the more I cheer myself on, the more other folks are going to start cheering themselves on.
Yes.
And then you know what happens, June? Then we start cheering each other on.
Yep.
And I'll prove it to you, family. This is the honest goodness truth.
All right, let's do it.
When I start cutting my grass, what does my neighbor do?
Cut their
They
grass.
start cutting their grass. Now, come on, family. Y'all have to have seen this too many times to not know that this is absolutely positively true.
And when our neighbor starts washing his car,
I gotta wash my car. Those are the rules.
well,
okay?
actually, usually you ask him if he can wash his too.
Yeah, I know, because I ain't gonna wash.
But you get a point.
But it's just the truth, family. The more I do,
Yeah.
the more the people around me do. The stronger I am, the stronger the people around me are. So is it that
People are
I'm
gonna
getting
see
stronger,
that.
or
They're
is it
gonna
that?
see- Sorry,
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was going to say, people are going to see the change
Yeah,
in you. When you
yeah.
start becoming
Yes.
powerful,
Yes.
there's going to be a light, there's going to be an
Yes.
energy. You are going to shine, and people are going to
Man.
notice, and they're going to be like, what's
Please.
going on with Tanisha?
Continent so bright, brother gotta wear shades.
What's going on with Janice?
Yes.
Cynthia?
What's going on with
Miss
Tamisha?
Murray? What is going on?
Why is she all high and mighty now? See, people gonna hate you at 1st.
Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna understand you at first.
That's right.
They're gonna talk about you.
But then
They-
they're going to want to join you.
Then they're gonna want to join you. And then you know what, June? People talk about you as you're ascending the ladder, and then they talk about you when you're at the top of the ladder.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And then they'll talk about you even as you're lifting them up onto the ladder. Because
That's
you know
right.
what? People be peopling.
Yep.
And I expect that. That is okay. But my community covenant, my self covenant, is I'm going to be great, June.
Yeah.
I'm going to be Jana Lane Brown great.
Regardless.
I'm going to love my family no matter the matter. I'm going to
Regardless.
love my grandkids no matter the matter.
That's right.
There will be no daylight between me and my family.
Mm-hmm.
There will be no daylight between June and I.
That's right.
We are in it to get this done together, family.
Yes.
We's a team.
Yep.
I love you, baby.
Love you too, baby. You get
Come
on my
on,
last
girl.
nerves sometimes.
Yeah,
but
you get on my
hey,
nerves too. You got on my nerves yesterday real bad,
Well,
okay?
hey.
Welcome to life, family.
That's right.
All right. And Tamisha says, get that UV protection together because I'm coming with all the Tamisha said she gonna blind you. She giving you fair warning. That girl is putting it out there that I am going to be great.
All right.
I am. And you know, family, I listen to Les Brown. My favorite saying of Les Brown altogether is, it's none of your damn business what your friends and family say about you.
That's right.
June, is that not the strongest covenant of all?
It is.
My promise to myself that I am not going to care what my friends and family say about me as I let my light shine.
Mm-hmm.
That's brave, June.
It is. I mean, you see, Smitty and I, what did our new venture
Yeah.
yesterday?
Trying-
If you guys are Facebook friends, you can see us goofing around, and that's okay.
Trying to learn how to shoot videos.
We don't care
Trying to do some Facebook posts.
because we gonna get it eventually.
Trying to do some live Facebook posts.
That's right.
Where there's no editing, family. You get the
Because
you-
what? We're for real,
you
real.
get the real deal.
Yeah.
All right. Tamisha says, "Well, you said a mouthful, but it's true, family. It's too true to be false." That sounds like a song.
We can't be
I
silent
wrote a
no
song
more.
about it. Want to hear it? Here it goes. Okay, I'll try. Again, family, covenants. There's community covenants, and then there's Smitty Smith covenants.
Yes.
There's a subdivision of June Smith. There's a subdivision of Smitty Smith.
No spitting aloud. That's the first rule.
That's the first rule. And my community covenant is positive people only. If you're not positive, you're not allowed to move into my community.
That's the second one for me.
Okay. My second one is no Brussels sprouts
Oh, good Lord.
or liver. Brussels sprouts or liver.
I
Not
agree with
allowed.
liver. Can't. Yeah.
Not allowed.
No. Mm-mm.
All right. And when you break the rule, in my subdivision, you're exiled.
Wow.
You're put out. You gotta go. You gotta go. You can't live in my subdivision anymore. It's not allowed because you know what, June? Negative energy gets on everything. It's very sticky.
It does. It does.
It just is. So I want to be around positive people. I want to be around positive people who are grinding. Yeah, we're gonna have our problems, June. Yeah, we're gonna have our challenges.
Yes.
But I'm up for the challenge, June, because I'm crazy enough to believe that I can achieve every goal that I've set for myself.
And you can.
And I furthermore, there you go. I bet y'all didn't expect to hear that word today.
Furthermore,
Believe and expect the universe to give me everything that I need to get it done. And that's why you're here, June.
well, thank you.
I told the universe what I needed. I told the universe, I need this in order to do that. June, I swear to God, I said it many times. I need this to do that.
You know what? I'm going to go off the subject and go on Crazy Faith here. And everybody that knows me knows this is something different. But I actually want to have a Crazy Faith cookout.
Oh my God, I love that idea.
I want to have a Crazy Faith cookout and invite the people from the Crazy Faith family.
My God, that'd
I
be
see
great.
all their comments here, but I want to meet them live.
Yeah, let's do
let's
that.
do that.
Let's do that, family. This year, June and I, we're going to have a Crazy Faith cookout. Who's
Yes.
going to attend? And what the hell you going to bring? We need somebody to bring spare ribs. We need somebody to bring chicken. We need somebody to bring hot dogs.
The biggest rule, you better be able to cook. Don't be bringing no nasty food here, okay?
Tamisha
for real,
McGray,
don't do it.
Dante Green, Tamisha, Jacqueline, Tomorrow Kill. Are y'all going to come to our Crazy Faith cookout down here in D.C.? Everybody says yeah now until June, until they put D.C. in their map.
Like, what?
I ain't driving 3 days to visit Smitty.
I want to have a Crazy Faith cookout, for real.
June, let's do that. And
Yeah.
let's actually do that and rent out the clubhouse.
Yeah.
So we can have plenty of room. Yeah,
And it's only going to be the constant supporters, right? We ain't going to have no strangers, no stragglers, just like, oh, we
Yeah.
heard.
Tamisha says she can definitely burn.
Okay.
All right, June, that is an awesome
do this.
idea.
I know that's out of my comfort zone.
If only you knew how true that is, okay?
It's because I love y'all. Y'all have been here. Y'all supported us here for a while. So
Okay.
I want to show my appreciation.
Janice says she can send money.
Okay.
And Tamisha says, I'm close to Glen Burnie, Maryland. I don't think she understands the DC we're talking about. Shoot. She ain't get it, Jude.
I know.
Hey, Tamisha, put Lake Jordan in your in your route guidance. Yeah. We down here in D.C., baby. That's Dinwiddie County.
Yes.
We're not in the proper D.C., all right? But but she said she was going to come.
Yeah.
Now she's got to show up.
Come on.
Just leave 2 days early.
You gonna see some
Oh my God,
cows
man.
and some chickens on your way
Janice
down
says,
here.
we can send money. You can cook everything. Chloe says, oh, you know that, Chloe. Chloe went straight to it, June.
Yeah.
You read what she put, June, because she knew exactly where I was coming up
said?
next. Chloe says, I could bring my charcuterie board.
Oh,
Man, that is a magic board. Tamisha says, I'm only 2 hours and 30 minutes away. I drive to Virginia all the time. Come on down to D.C. We're going to have a Crazy Faith cookout. June, that is an excellent idea. We're going to meet each other. We're going to get to know each other.
Yes.
We're going to lift each other up. You
Yeah.
know what? At the end of the day, we're all going to leave full of hot dogs and Mountain Dew, but better and stronger.
Yes.
More girded. We're going to gird all of our...
That's right.
We're all going to gird our loins up at the same time, family. June, I am looking forward to it. And Tamisha and... it was Tamisha said she will bring seafood salad on deck, man.
And
That's what I'm
Cynthia
talking
White
about.
says, I'll bring some Brussels sprouts.
See, that's my problem. See, there you go. The whole damn 30 minutes fell apart. Because Cynthia White want to break the community covenants and bring some Brussels sprouts into the land of Smitty Smith.
Let's do this.
We're going to do this, family.
We are.
We're going to set a date. And we'll talk about our next show. And Tomorrow says, I'll bring see, there you go. That's my girl right there. Tomorrow said, I'll bring some, 2 comments I got to make. Tomorrow Kill said, I'll bring some ribs to cook on the grill. See, that's Smitty Smith food right there.
Crab meat. Let's be clear.
And Tamisha, I wanted to say it, but I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to offend anybody.
No,
But since you brought it up, I am going to agree with what you said. It ain't seafood salad if it ain't got real crab meat in it.
Look.
All right? Boom, I said it. That's right. I ain't taking it back.
For real.
This is the land of Smitty.
On here, people shouldn't be getting their feelings hurt, okay? Seriously.
For real, family.
Yes.
Community covenants. My community covenant is it ain't seafood salad if it ain't got real crab meat in it. Yeah. It's a salad otherwise. To be a seafood salad, it's got to have what? Seafood.
Exactly.
Hey, family, we're going to do this. June, we are way over time.
I know, I gotta go.
We got to let these folks go, family. Thank y'all for joining in.
Yes,
Thank you
I'm
for being...
excited about
Tamisha said, stand on business.
Yes.
On guard.
And if y'all don't like my food, don't eat it. Don't eat it.
Take it. Oh my.
It's okay.
In the lands of June Smith, she don't care. Hey family, we're going to do this. We're going to set a date and we're going to put it out there in our next show, which will be tomorrow morning. We'll agree upon a date for a crazy faith-filled cookout. I love that idea, June. Okay. Celebration. That's a celebration of ourselves.
And it's for y'all, right? Don't bring no baby kids.
We got spare ribs. We got seafood salad with actual seafood in it. Okay. We got Janet Lane Brown going to make the drive down from Delaware. That's right, Janet. I'm putting you on blast. I'm not going to let you send money. I'm going to let you bring money. Okay? Because I ain't going to turn no cash down. We got Chloe Green and her magical charcuterie board. Family, when I say magical, please, y'all in for a treat, man. That is a magical. We got Cynthia White. Family, we appreciate all of y'all. I hope I mentioned everybody. Dante Green, thanks for joining us. We're missing Damon today. That's good because Damon ain't invited.
That's it.
Damon is like ants when the mosquitoes show up. Yeah, I think I got everybody, family. So we'll talk more about this tomorrow. We are so sorry for going over. We got to go, Gadget, go. We got to get some stuff done. Thank you, Janet. Janet said she'll be there.
Okay.
All right, family, we got to go. We're going to end the show here because we are late. Let's just give them our goodbye. Hey, family, we expect y'all to stay what, June Smith? Blessed and what?
Blessed and highly flavored.
Highly flavored, just like the food, just like the seafood salad. You know, we're going to give a whole new meaning to the word highly flavored, okay? Hey, family, I got to go.